Hidden deep in the mountains of northern Thailand, within a little town called Pai, a circus has formed.
One of my favorite things I tell people is that I ran away and joined the circus, and you can too.
An entertainer's life is not an easy one.
You can work with kids and it'll be like play, but these are adults that are still children.
In Pi, you're thinking, where did all these people come from? And the fact that we're all here in the same place is a catalyst for connection.
You can't help but just be hypnotized. We're whipping fireballs around our heads.
We might be a small circus in the middle of the mountains in Thailand, but the reach that we have is everywhere.
All those years of performing on the street, yelling jokes at strangers and sweating for the edification of tourists, I love that and I wouldn't trade that for the world. But it was so lonely. You have one main job in this life, and that's to give what is in your heart.
Do you guys know about Medicine Circus Productions? By far the greatest, most sophisticated in the arts of flowing and loving our community as a whole. We make sure that everyone comes to the circus shows. Here we are on Walking Street, trying to make sure we get the audience to the show.
I first saw the show the second day I arrived in Pi.
It's at 10 p.m. The Backpackers Paradise. We have performers from all over the world.
Wow, really? Okay. I'll be there.
I'll give you 50 high fives each if you don't like the show.
If we didn't like it.
I'll give you 35 between the two of you right now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I didn't even know that there was going to be a fire circus, but these random people on the street talked to me and said, "There's a fire show."
There's a fire show? There is a fire show.
We had an experience with those high fives. Can I have a hug? Yes.
I went there and my mind was just blown away.
Best show in Pi? I'm going to hold you to it.
There's something in the air of Pi that makes you want to step up into your truth.
I was traveling for about 9-10 months, and then I ended up here for 3 days. That was about 4 months ago.
Before I came to Pi, I remember I was struggling with depression, I was struggling with isolation. When we find a place that resonates with us, when we find a place that has the ability to enable us to be our higher selves, we make that place our home.
I was going through some challenges back home, so I bought a one-way ticket, came straight here. Upon arriving in Pi, I really got this feeling that this is what I'd been looking for. I was almost immediately offered a job to run the fire shows.
I felt deeply in love with everybody that was a part of the circus, and they made me want to come back, and that's how I ended up living here.
It's such a transient place that there's people that have left, but there's so many people that come back, or new people that arrive, and just bring a whole new dynamic. When I came back this time, I had the intention of joining the circus.
People fly from all around the world to be here. People come here for a week, they decide to stay for like months on end, and then they go away and they want to come back. It feels like a family in a way. It's magic.
At the time, running the fire shows was just putting out a bucket of kerosene and making sure that the young hippie kids didn't break all the toys. That was it. But because of my long experience in entertainment, I saw this just tiny little seed of, hey, wait a minute. We could do something more with this.
The birth moment of Medicine Circus, for me, was a conversation that I had with Ryan. I know that he was in a very vulnerable space.
I'm very grateful that my life fell apart the way that it did, because it put me at that perfect level of lost, afraid, that I latched onto this and I didn't let go.
We tapped into his inner child. We asked him, what do you truly desire. What this boy inside of him had to say was, I want to create something that's bigger than myself.
What's it like running a circus? It is repeatedly compensating for chaos.
Susie Rouge and the Swing Sharks.
A swingy acro yoga fire staff clown act?
You see, Susie is a reluctant starlet, a performer, but she doesn't know it yet. And the Swing Sharks are enabling her to be her best self out on that stage with a little forceful encouragement.
I think of Susie as like that she's walking in to see the show, like she's coming to watch the show and like see what's going on, and then she just like gets pushed on stage and it's entirely the last thing she wants to do and is just like terrified and upset the whole time.
Are you ready? Are you ready to play the game? Are you ready?
Fire, and then I'm like, I guess I'll have to backbend. Like, what do I do?
That'd be really
so
funny.
Like, yeah, you come at me, and then you're like,
what I can do is I can act like I'm about to swing a baseball, and I can do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then you back, and we go slow, and you backbend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Susie Rouge and the Swing Sharks.
Guys, that was so badass. Thanks. I'm so excited to see it on fire.
I just kept talking about it. This could be something. This could be something. I feel like this could be something. And lo and behold, people started to believe me and started to be like, yeah, this is something. Let's do something with this. I saw it as something I could give my whole heart to. And the act of making something big and beautiful takes a certain level of insanity. Every single person is trying the best that they can, including me. I am a child full of baggage, doing the best that he can and freaking out at any one point in time because I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. But I put on a gigantic, ridiculous red coat and I stand in the middle of that thing and I pretend like I know what the fuck I'm doing, but I don't. And I'd like to address each and every one of you because you are my friends. I'm just a kid. But we all need to be kids together in order to do beautiful things. We are doing a ridiculous thing out there. I don't know if any of you guys knew this, but this is fucking weird, but it's also the coolest possible life that we could be living. And so at any one point in time, if we are pissed off or we are bitter, remember, we're all a bunch of lost children floating around in Thailand that have no idea what the fuck we're doing. None of us accepted. Not a single one of us accepted. Nobody is here to fuck you over. Everybody is on your team. We all want to see each other shine, especially me. I want to see you guys shine. To say that I run a circus is the implication that it's just running a business, but this business is, there's no business like show business. It is unlike anything else. It is simply being present and trying so hard to appeal to the needs of the people involved. They might need a different song, or they might need to be enabled or encouraged. The forefront of my job, repeatedly over time, has been encouraging people to believe in themselves enough to get up on the stage. Running the circus has mostly been, you're beautiful and you're great at what you do, and I love watching you do what you do, and please get up there and do it because I need to fill stage time. My job is just keep showing up. the biggest thing that I do is to hold a space. I made a little circle on a patch of concrete, and I hold that space, and other people fill it with beautiful things.
We're in my workshop, juggling calling workshop based in Pai, Thailand. It's tiny, almost organized. Have friends helping me making contact staffs today. So you're gonna put the ratio 10 to 6.
Mm-hmm. Do you have like a spoon or something? Or
No, you just put. A little more than 6 grams, you know. A little more. We work together with Medicine Circus. Juggling Calling is making all the toys that we use in the shows. We're experimenting, making new things all the time. It's a beautiful collaboration. All those beautiful performers, testing my props, using them in every show. I'm really lucky to have this.
Over time, we went from a group of lost kids picking up these toys for the first time, and we slowly but surely made a show. And then around that show, a community built.
Community is grown around something. Different art forms, different hobbies, they all have community, and this one is built around flow arts and circus arts.
Being a part of something like this, it asks you to face yourself. You're facing your self-doubt, your insecurities, confronting other people if stuff comes up, and knowing how to be in a community of other crazy, expressive, beautiful people from all around the world who left their life to be a part of a circus.
There's a lot of us who are looking for something to either repair damage that was done really early on in our lives or just supplement something that was never there. Those parts of us could be filled with drugs or alcohol, or they could be filled with dance and growth and learning a prop and performance and art, you know, and art is the best drug on the market.
My therapist had said to me before I left, go seek the adventure that you so desperately craved, because she saw in me the depression that came from living in a Western society. When I came to Pai, it was a lot of play and silliness and adventure.
The big edge. Definitely. Can you take it serious when I do this?
The whole Flow community feels like the land of misfit toys that all came together, and this is our playground.
We have 6 monkeys tonight. Are you doing a documentary about monkeys? Do you want to know anything about monkeys?
Getting all those proteins,
Getting all those... You know, as hippies with our fleas.
By being a monkey, it's really liberating because you forget all human social rules and you can just do anything you want and get away with it.
I'm the purple pirate!
Everybody in the circus finds their mirror and the people who like reflect qualities of themselves like really well.
You can just walk up and they're willing to sit down and hang out with you and spin with you and teach you new things, and you can teach them new things. It's like this secret password that all the freaks know. I like that I don't have any stress about going to places anymore, so I just look for my community and they're so easy to spot.
You don't usually meet a large group of people that's such a high quality. It's usually like a couple quality people, but everybody's cool.
We're building a community of people that see each other and know how to be present and be in the moment and just live life in a way of just love, just pure love.
This is Christmas in the circus.
This is like a whole different kind of Christmas. Nobody's angry at each other, so it's unfamiliar to me.
Merry holiday.
Merry holiday. Merry holiday.
Happy Merry holiday.
So many different energies and powerful personalities and, you know, circus people all trying to live in harmony together.
I get to hang out with my friends. I have a built-in excuse to hang out with my friends.
I noticed that none of us really think about what we're doing tomorrow.
Ooh, some tea! Cool!
isn't always the best thing, but we're just so here.
Who goes next?
It's me.
Me.
Chris.
It is Alisa.
Back home, it's hard to just like make plans 2 weeks in advance with someone to get dinner. And here, there's people constantly just being like, I'm going for lunch right now. What are you doing? I'm going for lunch with you. People are just instantly and deeply connecting.
Merry Christmas and a bottle of Heresy.
Yeah.
Oh, condom again.
Yeah. There you go. That is so cute.
Oh yeah.
On the catwalk. I like the sides. The sides are sick.
Again, juggling permanently.
There are so many communities all over the world that are just people connected through a web. And those people, they just hang out and they go to movies and play board games and sometimes go on dates. But this community has something to focus on. They have something to put their energy into. It's a huge collaborative art piece.
I think I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
It's so much more tight-knit of a community because we have to rely on each other, because we have to count on each other, because we have to rise and fall in front of each other constantly. We have to succeed and fuck up in front of each other constantly. We're so accountable.
God, you're filming me in the worst fucking mood, so this is gonna be like shitty footage.
It's also important. You gotta catch like the reality of it. It's not all happy-go-lucky circus. Circus is also like, stressful, anxiety, oh my god, the show must go on and we're all gonna die.
And we're so integral. Like a clock, if one of those gears wasn't in there, it wouldn't work. Meaning that every single person that is involved in this or ever has been involved in this, they are a piece of that clock. They are what have made this work. It's never been me. Somebody needed to be the right level of lost, the right level of voracious, the right amount of believing in it to make it happen. This was everybody. Every single person that ever got off that bus and thought, hey, I'm in the audience, but I want to be a part of it.
You guys have watched some people who used to be in the audience perform for you tonight. Woo! Because I didn't say clap.
I just went up to someone after the show and asked them, okay, how do I learn this?
We do nunchucks, we do poi, we do staff, we do double staff, we do rope dart. Come to me after the show if you want to learn how to be a ninja.
Since then, I've just been taking classes. I think I was taking 2 classes a week in 2 different props, just trying to learn as fast as possible.
So if I spin one circle on its own and then spin another circle going the same direction inside of it, that's in spin. So what you guys are doing is one circle, one in spin circle. One circle, one in spin circle.
Anybody that is new, report to FACE.
In order to join, you have to attend 3 meetings, safety 3 times, and come to 3 jams. That is it.
There is very much a thing of like, you don't ask. You can't ask. You have to tell. Whenever anybody asks for permission to go out on the stage, they then have this feeling of like, I don't know, am I good enough? Like, you gotta want it, man. You just gotta want it. And then when you want it, fucking you're good enough. All of us sucked the first time we went out there. When I got this fucking job, I've been spinning toy for 3 months. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just an idiot in a big red coat.
And it's a very open environment to be able to learn and to grow.
Oh, shit.
You can make it kind of 2-dimensional, so it looks really good for an audience and it's really controllable.
Am I doing it 2-dimensional?
Pretty much. It's just because it's taller, it's harder to see.
There's no judgment, there's just, oh, okay, cool, you're new. Let's learn this thing, and then you become better.
Yeah, like whenever you feel comfortable, maybe try throwing just like 1 extra high.
Oh, but then you shouldn't throw one, right? You have to wait until it comes back. Because it was like high and I was like throwing the other one.
We have people in the audience who watch a show, get inspired, come up to us after the show and tell us, that was amazing, I've never seen anything like that. And we tell them like, do you want to learn how to do it? You can do it. And the the spark goes off in their mind and they're just like, what? I never thought, yes, I want to do it. And when we tell them like, you can run away and join the circus, they always have the same look in their face of like, I've always heard that phrase, but like, oh, I guess this is a circus that I can actually run away and join.
Transitioning from an audience member to a member in the community, a member in the circus, was a really, really cool experience for me. I ended up doing a really cool rope dart battle with Xander, and it was just such an amazing feeling to actually see this thing that you want to be a part of and then work towards it and actually be able to do it. It was like I accomplished a goal.
I've seen people go from being in the audience to being on that stage in just over a month. They used the community aspect to stay inspired. And then those same people in that community, they've created art with and then presented that art on a stage.
Check your sobriety.
Check.
Please check your clothing.
Check.
Please check your props after the happy huddle. And Dan, very important question. What is your song cue?
So I will just light the torch, I will lie down.
Okay.
And that's the cue.
You're gonna lie down in the middle of the stage. It just same as it was a dry tip. Fuck yeah. God, thanks for making it easy on me. This is the entranceway that we always keep clear. We always keep this clear of people. Remember, the floor is lava.
Can you do a line of fire on my rope dart and light the rope dart? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, light it. Yeah, thank you.
Love first is. Love second is. Love third is. Fucking everybody. I love that part. All right, let's do a good old-fashioned Om and then kick ass. We got a big old show ahead of us. Let's have a damn good moment together, shall we? Wherever you are in your breathing, breathe out all the way. Now breathe in and give it your all. I love you guys.
Check, cash, check. Bitcoin. PayPal, Venmo, bot.
In the beginning, it really was just a good dozen of us spinning toys around each other. It was just sort of a real, cluster jam. It was really just a glorified jam that we called shows.
Guys, are you excited to see a damn good show tonight? It's not television. I can see all of you guys. Guys, are you ready to see a damn good show tonight?
We'd been doing it so regularly that we all kind of looked at each other and were like, hey, we should have a name.
These two wackadoos are currently illuminating a big billboard that has all of our Facebook and Instagram information on it, as well as we're on TripAdvisor now. We are the #1 of one shows in pie. Goddamn!
And so we started to banter around ideas, the pyromaniacs, the spin drifters, the fire hobos. That was my favorite one. I really kind of wanted to go for fire hobos, but nobody agreed with that one.
The other very important thing to recognize is that there is a line of tires and concrete barriers all around the stage. Guys, this is our safety line. Throughout the show, remember to keep your hands, your feet, your beers, your feet, your feet, your beers, your beers, your feet, your feet, your feet out of the stage at any one point in time. We're going to be whipping fire toys around ourselves like crazy people, but I swear to God we're professionals, or at least that's what we tell ourselves every single goddamn time we do this.
One of our founding members, my very good friend Mackenzie, she asked me after a show one night, what about this is special to you?
When you see something really cool happen on stage, what is the sound that you make? That's the one. That's the right one. That's the right stuff.
And so I told her in that moment it was something that we could all do together, something that we were all healing from on a variety of levels, not only physically, but emotionally. And she interrupted me and she said, oh, so like a medicine circus.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Such a ring to it. Medicine circus.
Welcome to the Medicine Circus.
The Medicine Circus means so much more than I could say, but I can express it by being a part of it.
I experience life a lot in my head. When I'm in flow state, it's just getting out of the mind and just being able to be in the body, and then after that, you're just kind of in this meditative state for some time, and it feels like freedom.
Everybody's kind of working towards these goals of like who we want to be, but at the same time being so supportive and so accepting of who everybody is right now.
The medicine of this is that I can connect with people without having to talk to them. I don't have to let down all my walls. I can just spin a thing in a circle and then have a new friend.
Being able to actually express yourself through your body language, which is what you communicate 99% of things with anyway, is so healing, especially because there's a lot of emotions you can only get out through an art form. And especially one like dance or movement is meditation, it's release, it's reset, and therefore medicine.
If you get a cut or like you break your bone or something, you don't have to do anything. Your body just knows how to heal itself in the same way. And if I just like get out of my head, spin a stick around in a circle, or spin some balls around in a circle, or spin some fire around in a circle, my subconscious or my psyche or my brain or whatever knows what it needs to do to heal and process.
It's an amazing opportunity to surround ourselves with really awesome reflections and a community of people that just shares and cares and has realized how little like having a whole lot of things in life means and how much it means to have people like this around.
What do people want? They want to feel important. They want to laugh. They want to feel like they're not alone. They want to know that other people have the emotions and experiences that they have. And they want just a moment of respite, a moment of relaxation in which they can just be in the moment. And we provide that so heavily.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Medicine Circus. What we do up here together, moving our hands, moving our bodies, learning to cooperate, guys, it's medicine to us. And we hope that by doing it with you guys here tonight, that maybe it was good medicine for you guys too.
The way they use fire to warm people up in the heart really brought a little bit of light to me.
This show is incredible. Medicine Circus is amazing.
It was my first time ever seeing a fire show. It was fucking crazy, amazing, incredible, unbelievable. I would recommend to anyone to come and to see this show if they come ever to Pi.
You can play with fucking fire. That's gotta be medicine, right?
And we love doing what we do because what we do is made to be given away. And guys, as we all know, the best way to get love in this life is to give love. And this is the best way that we know how, and we're incredibly thankful to be able to share it with you.
You make someone smile, you make them laugh, they forget for that 1 second about their squeaky door frame, or their broken down scooter, or their soul-shattering heartbreak. Just for like 1 second, while they're laughing, looking at people doing things that they love and are passionate about, they forget everything other than the moment that they're in. It just grounds you in the present moment, and I think that's pretty hard to do with any other medium.
You let go of reality for a bit and you're just captured in this performance, and you can kind of just forget about everything and just watch it and enjoy it and just be a part of it.
What led me to Pi was a series of ridiculous accidents, poor decisions, lots of good intentions. But what drove me to stay in Pi was that together we made something worth believing in.
God damn it!